Hey everybody, welcome back to the Age Gap Podcast. We are the Latchkey Kids,
where the more things change,
the more they stay the same, baby.
Yeah.
Ooh, you forgot the point.
I pointed twice.
Oh, did you? Okay, good. Yeah. All right, guys, we have a great show for you today. We have a special guest. We have Brinan Weeks
Hello.
on the show tonight. Today, comedian, DJ, New Yorker. He's here to join us, and we're talking about
Raving. Boom, 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 boom.
Now, Lou, I want you just real quick, because we might have lost. What is raving? What is raving? Real quick.
Raving is like, staying up way too late, doing way too many drugs, listening to the same 120 BPM for about like 4 hours. And if I can just throw the cards on the table, bro.
Go for it.
Never been to an actual rave.
Woo! All right, well then you're
never
in for
been to an actual rave, bro.
Because you have two veterans right here. So, Brinan, off the top of your head, please introduce yourself and tell us your opinion on the topic at hand.
All right. My name is Brinan Weeks. I am a comedian, first and foremost. Secondly, I love to party.
Nice.
Love to party.
My name's Rod, and I like to party.
I like to party. I love partying, and I like hanging out. I like hanging out late. I don't go to sleep that much. I don't sleep much.
Vampire.
Yep. Vamp life.
Vamp life, Brinan.
Shout out Cardi, bro.
So, a lot of, if you're not familiar with our listener base, a lot of them are like younger, and I feel like they missed out. Like, I really hate I feel bad for the teenagers with that whole lockdown. They missed 3 years.
Yeah.
That's 3 years.
That's prime partying years right there.
So now they're getting into it, and they're going too hard, or they're just like
they're just weird.
They're just weird.
You know weird
awkward.
partiers.
Yeah.
No, I feel that.
So, Brinan, can you describe for us the first rave, when it was, what was the beat?
Okay. So
What was the substance?
All right. So raves, to me, I got into raves actually after my divorce in 2021.
That was a swerve. Didn't see that coming.
What a time to start. You know what
dude.
I mean?
Yeah, dude. I got linked up with a nice little group of people, and we used to just go every other weekend.
Word.
And it started at downtown LA, Warehouse District.
Oof. That's where, yep.
That's the spot.
Mm-hmm, sounds about right.
And then I got introduced to the drugs.
Nice.
And then I started riding that high. So I've been going to raves for about 3 years, pretty solidly. I go to all different style raves. House, techno, hard bass. What is it called? Hard style.
Dude, I can't do hard style, bro. Yeah.
It's
Oh
just
my god.
Like too fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's too much, bro. It's too much.
Yep.
Come way too quick. You know what I mean?
You can't do that for 10 hours.
I have.
Oh my god.
I've gone longer. Actually, there's a rave over in above K-Town that is 24 hours, and you can stay there multiple days.
You just fucking rent a room at the rave, dude?
No,
It's called the shooting gallery.
You just sit.
It's an opium den.
You just sit. Yeah, no, it is, man. It is, and
It's not a rave. It's an opium den.
Yeah, no, you could go and stay. I've stayed until noon the following day, and I was.
Jeez.
And you see different cycles of people coming through. I watched
yeah.
the party build and ebb and flow just the whole day.
I've had that same experience at a casino where you're like, I took shrooms at a casino and it was so much fun. But then after at 2 a.m, you just see the degenerate gamblers like waking themselves up to go back to work. Like it gets real sad real fast.
Yeah,
bro.
the neurotic behavior gets a little amped. Yeah. You get to see it.
You know what's crazy? That's just popped in my head is that's the Hotel California by the Eagles.
Yeah.
It's a great place to stay, but you can never leave.
Yeah, it's called the Shoemash Casino on a fucking random weekend, dude.
Shoemash Casino.
So you were in the Hotel California.
Dude. I actually watched a video breakdown of that recently. It was a good song.
Oh my god. Yeah, but it's like saying like you can like you're
stuck.
Yeah,
you're stuck. And I'm not gonna lie. Like I understand how people can be tapped out over it pretty soon. Like I know people, especially in our age brackets,
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
Like loud noises aren't as palatable as they used to be. And I'm 37. You're
He's up there.
North,
He's up there.
north of that.
Never ask a woman her age, right?
Yeah,
Is that where we're
right.
at right now?
Exactly.
All right. Nope, just kidding. Just joshing.
Never ask a lady, dude.
Yep.
I remember Reagan. Let's just put it at that.
Well, Reagan doesn't remember Reagan. We knew that too. So there's that. So I go and lean in to the noise because my life sucked so hard for so long that going.
We're
there-
laughing at your pain.
Yes,
That's usually how they get you.
Yeah.
That's usually how they get you.
And the thing is, it's like you can hit a ceiling when you're there. Like it is so overwhelming that you lose the thoughts that were in your head. You can just sit in that chaos and you go, "Oh, this is the present. I can be present. I don't have to be trapped in my own head. I can literally just sit and watch other people who are out of their fucking mind, and that's fine."
You're like, man, this guy's got fucking problems, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, at least I'm not that guy.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just a very nice comparison chart. Yes.
My ex-wife just fucked me, but I'm not him. I'm not him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what's up with that guy?
Yep. But getting on that tip was really
real
fun.
quick, bro,
Yeah.
because you're giving me a lot of anxiety right now. Can you scoot up just like an inch and a half? No, I mean like your chair. There you go.
Okay.
Dude, I see this wall waving, and I'm saying, bro, we don't have insurance.
Sure.
That shit's gonna.
Yep, I'm cool as a cucumber.
All right, cool.
Go back to your point. What you were saying? What were you saying?
Well, just in terms of like where I was mentally,
Right.
going to raves felt like a really safe space, right? And then
You feel safe in chaos.
yes,
I
do.
feel that.
I do.
Definitely.
Embrace the madness.
And the thing is that raves, for the most part, have been relatively safe. Like, there's no like wild shit. There's no shootings.
I had that
People don't
on my
OD
notes.
anymore.
Yep. There's no
mass shooting at a rave.
No. I mean, except
It's,
in
it's kind of hard to shoot up a club when you're on ecstasy. You know what I mean?
But even then, it's like, I don't know. The open air drug use is dope, right?
Right.
Everybody knows kind of what their limits are.
Yeah, you don't have to go to the bathroom.
No, you could just literally
You
do it
could
on
just
the floor.
you could just right there, dude.
Yep.
Right there on
And
the dance
everybody's
floor.
super chill about it. Nobody's like
Mhm.
hounding you for shit. Nobody asks over your shoulder, "Hey, can I get some of that?" Like, it's just-
Everybody knows.
Everybody has their own shit, especially since shit is killing people now.
Ah, yeah.
Because
That's a great point.
because drugs have been killing people lately, and
Drugs have always been killing people.
well, the thing, I mean, but lately I started doing drugs
on
after,
accident.
after I started doing the drugs like after people started dying. You know?
Ah,
Right,
yeah,
right.
So I've been just tippy toe, like toeing the line, if you will,
Rolling the dice.
snorting the line, if you will.
Yeah,
Yes, of course.
No, it's crazy in like the precautions. In Lou, this might be like this was right around the time I want to say I was coming into the 21st century. That's when the poison started entering the drugs,
Fatney.
Yeah.
Fatty.
The Fenty.
and they would test your drugs at the rave.
Yeah,
That's
There was
pretty
like
cool,
free
man.
drug testing, so you'd be like, "Here, I'm about to do this."
on some Amsterdam shit.
Yeah.
No, they have those. They have tester kits. I have my own tester kits. Yeah.
Yeah. And
I am the tester kid.
yeah, because that's when like
It's
kids,
good.
kids started dropping dead.
Yep.
And I saw it a few years ago. I'm not going to incriminate anybody, but this kid was microwaving his drugs at like a party, like someone's birthday party. I was like, what
Yeah, it's supposed to dry it out.
to make sure that
Yeah,
I
Well,
was like, whoa, what
the coke
You know,
comes a
you
little
know the
moist.
science
yeah.
behind that?
I
yeah.
don't know this. I
do.
Okay.
Yeah,
so what are we doing here?
Well, coke wholesale comes a little moist, and so you microwave it so it powders up a little bit better, and then you break it apart.
So, but it's not getting rid of any.
It could evaporate. I mean, you know what's really crazy though is that cocaine is distilled with gasoline,
Right.
Oh my god.
and so you're just literally
You just
like
blow your microwave up.
you could.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
what I'm saying. Like,
no, but not with like a little whatever you're trying to chop up. You know, if
Gotcha,
you did it with like
gotcha.
a whole brick, yeah,
But-
sure, maybe. I
but
don't
the
know.
interesting
Blow
thing
the
is,
house up.
You just freebasing. You just light yourself on fire.
in terms of drug
Shout out
culture,
Richard Pryor, the goat.
That's what I was going for.
is there was no shame. Like he wasn't like, "Hey, can I borrow your microwave for like a bag of popcorn?" He was just like, "I'm gonna like heat
He's
up."
like, "Hey,
this
can I put my Coke in your microwave real
quick?"
It's like,
I'm gonna use your mother's fine china.
For my fine china.
My
yeah,
China
yeah,
white.
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
just gonna do a rail off this family heirloom mirror.
Yeah, whatever you got, put it in the microwave. Let's get going. Get this party started.
But yeah, that was a huge part of raves. It like I said, like we try to teach and educate. In the 90s, I
Here we go.
would you? Yeah. I have to son you, school you, boy.
Cue the Crystal Waters, bro.
But would you say, Brinan, like that's when it started, like the 90s?
Yeah.
And
the rave culture?
yeah. It was
real
the
big.
fashion was Jenko jeans. Remember, I wore the lampshade.
The lampshade hat? I thought you were going to bring it back out.
I should have, but yeah, it was the glow stick in the mouth, and the drug of choice was ecstasy.
Yeah.
When was the last time you heard ecstasy?
I literally did it 3 weeks ago.
Oh, okay, all right.
That was 3 weeks ago. Yep. It was pretty fire. So like now, but there's so many different derivatives of those same kind of like euphoria giving drugs. Like
yes,
now,
that's a good word.
So now we're in the Molly era, or have been in the Molly era for probably about
10 years.
Probably the past decade and a half.
Yeah.
And Molly's fun. Comes in like purple and clear and the you know, you can get
shiny colors for the kids. You know?
Right, yeah. You can either put it in the bag,
Oh,
you can put it in the capsules, or you can have it in the whole bag. And
You can
just
put
do
it in your butt. You know.
Yeah, you can
Did
do
you
it.
swallow it or did you let it dissolve?
Either way.
Oh, wow. I did this joke. This is actually right around the time I met Lou. This was like, what, 2017, 2018, roughly?
Possibly.
And I had this joke because, you know, I've been out of the game for a long ass, that type of game. And it was like, yeah, we're going to the party. Kevin, can you pick up Molly? And I was like, yeah, where does she live?
Yeah.
Wah, wah, you know,
At the trap house is where she lives, bro.
Good old well-to-do white guys in their
Yep.
apartment. Yeah, that's where it is. That's the trap.
At a college dorm, that's where she lives.
Yeah. It's sorority house or something, right?
Yeah, Molly's pretty sick. I'm avoiding G like the plague though.
What's
G?
GHB.
The butt stuff
Yeah,
drug?
Yep. That one.
No idea what you're talking about.
The Diddy party drug.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
man.
I mean, the past 3 years have been a blur, really. I want to give a
They've
big
been
shout.
a plur.
I want to give a big shout out. Speaking of which, to Lick and Dip, one of the best raves in LA. It's
Okay.
free. It's fun. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It's at different locations. I should bring you. We won't.
Why not me?
We
Why
won't.
not me? I'm not old. I'm too
No,
old.
You're not wearing that hat. That's for goddamn sure.
They're going to think it's a
I'll
fucking
put that in.
shutting it down, bro.
I'll bring you if you don't wear the hat.
I'll bring the lampshade.
Oh, there you go.
Sick.
There you go.
That would be actually
Blast from the past.
You get so much poon. We'll tell your wife
Oh, yeah. Sure.
if she watches the episode. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
No.
We're cutting that. We're cutting
We're
that.
gonna okay.
But yeah,
Not
Dick and Lick, or Lick and Dick.
Dick and lick.
Lick and dip. Lick and dip. All right. Let's be respectful. It is the culture there is super fun. It's actually raves now. I think are the postmodern, right? We had this big idea.
They broke the fourth wall on raves?
No, so we had this idea after World War II, up until about the 1990s, between like the Cold War and globalization. There was this huge idea of like modernity, right? And like how are we going to move into the new age, right?
Mhm.
And I feel that raves have kind of encapsulated what the new age is. It is chaos. It is open air drug use. It is absolute freedom, and it goes whenever you're ready. It goes as far as you're willing to take it.
As far as your body can
As far as
go.
your body can
Yeah.
handle it, I feel that whatever the case is, right? With the system of laws has collapsed. There's rampant corruption everywhere. Raves kind of symbolize all of that within itself because
It's just the chaos of it?
yeah, I'm gonna let you guys roll right now. They have to pay LAPD off.
Of
Oh,
course.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
of
everybody.
course, sure.
The cops are in on the scene, in on the culture. It's COINTELPRO all over again. They're the ones
Yeah.
supplying everybody. The whole system is rigged, and at least we get to party. At least we get to party.
You know what's interesting?
You know, that kind of... Oh,
Sorry.
go
No,
ahead.
you go.
That reminds me of, oddly enough, growing up, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's just like, my mom clearly didn't have a handle on shit, was doing wild-ass shit.
Right.
She was never home, but at least I had a free house.
Right.
Right.
throw a
Right.
fucking party.
Throw a
you know what I
fucking
mean?
rave, man.
But do
I-
it here.
Yeah, I got to do everything on my own. Got to fucking feed myself, figure everything out. But come Friday, Saturday, Sunday, bro, we
Yeah.
going in.
We're going in.
We are going in.
Sure.
Well, sorry, can I take it?
Mhm.
What Brittany kind of alluded to is the rave was self-sustaining.
Mhm.
It was here. Okay, the cops know it's here. The drug dealers know it's here. Let it eat itself if it wants to.
Yep.
Now you have these kids who were probably my age doing the street takeover.
Mm-hmm.
The street takeover is it's not contained.
It's chaos.
There's what, like one kid dies a night or
Yeah. No, that's the quota.
Yeah, it's a minimum. Somebody has to die for it to be a good
At
time.
least one person.
Of all the raves I never saw one fist fight.
Nope.
How are you going to fist fight on ketamine?
Right.
If you're tripping balls on acid, on mushrooms, nobody wants to fight.
Yeah.
Right.
Everybody just wants to dance, have a good time, and be seen.
And it's like I said, it's all here. We know
Ass
where it is.
out all summer. Ass out all summer.
Yeah. It was like one of my friend's dad, a baby boomer, he always compared Woodstock 1 to Woodstock 2.
Sure.
Woodstock 1, not a fight, not a death, unless you died on the bad acid or something like that. But it was mostly just kids getting stoned, listening to music.
Sure.
That's what it was.
Nice.
Woodstock 2, the commercialization, the advertisers, the MTV came in.
Woodstock 2, what was that, like 94?
94.
94.
94, yeah.
And
I knew it was in the 90s.
and they burned the place down. They destroyed it.
As they should.
Yeah.
As soon as corporate interests get involved, burn it the fuck down.
But you're in a warehouse, a vacant warehouse in the middle of nowhere.
Yep.
And you're just, I mean, kids, don't listen to us with the drug use or anything like that. But it was an unusual time. It was a time where, I mean, I guess according to you, it still goes on.
It's still the same.
But yeah,
Hey, the more things change, the more they stay the same, baby.
Hey.
But oh man, the music, the fashion, just the
Titties.
hooking up.
You can say titties.
yeah.
It's all
So
right.
much
We-
titties.
We know what you mean.
So much titties.
Oh my
So
god.
much titties, so many butt cheeks.
Remember the fluorescent body paint, and
Yep.
like all that stuff.
So I never really
You gotta
went
take
to a
me to this rave.
traditional.
Yeah, let's go. We can go tonight.
Mm-hmm. I never really went to a
ketamine and
traditional.
die.
yeah, exactly.
You'll be fine. You'll be
My
fine.
my heart has a lot of miles on it.
Right.
I don't think I could take a rail.
He's got the
right
heart of
now.
a fucking '93 Civic, dude.
Hey, it's still running though.
With
it's still
a-
running.
With a Latin girl fucking owner, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Who
that-
loves Aiden, her king.
Yep, that shit is beat.
You gotta write that. You gotta clip that one.
No, but yeah, I've never been to a traditional rave. I graduated straight into weird desert rave.
Sure.
Oh, like Burning Man?
Not quite, but like a mini one.
Yeah, yeah.
There's-
no.
there's
Zach
a-
Fetterman.
What's that?
Did Zach Fetterman bring you? The other guy from?
Nah.
You know this? Okay.
Nah,
Shout
I
out
had-
to Zach Fetterman. He probably won't watch, but
Had my own fucking weird clan of weirdos. But so yeah, I graduated directly to full moon in the desert
Peyote?
until like
Tell me
yeah.
you didn't do
No, I didn't do
peyote.
peyote.
Oh.
I
I
think
mean,
that's-
we went to that one festival.
Oh
The
yeah,
other-
yeah.
the
So it
other
was
year.
kind of similar, but
Yeah.
like strictly for fucking weirdos.
Sure.
And they're the nicest people, bro.
yeah.
They're the nicest fucking people. But you might see a chick dressed as a dragon strapping on a dildo
Lou
before
loves,
she hits the dance floor.
Lou
Sure.
loves weird white girls. He really,
I really do.
He really
I really
does.
do. That is my flavor.
Like, these are people I can't hang with. I'm like,
Right.
nah, I'm good.
right? Yeah. No. Just send them my way.
Bring on the pogs.
Yeah. Facts. But no. So I went straight to desert rave where it was like people spinning fire.
Yeah,
doing
fire
all that
hula hoop
shit.
fire.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all that stuff.
That's still going on too.
Mm-hmm. But I remember specifically one year my birthday was close to the full moon in October. And so we went. It was actually on my birthday, now that I think about it. And we went, and since it was close to Halloween, it was
Oh my
everybody was
God.
costumed up,
Yeah.
a bunch of demons and shit.
Did
And
you freak the fuck up?
yeah, so basically my friend said, "Hey, take these mushrooms now so that by the time we get there, my favorite DJ will be on and we can all like fucking rave together." I didn't realize his favorite DJ was a hardstyle DJ. So I'm fucking peeking. I get to the dance floor. It's demons everywhere,
Oh
and I'm just like, oh shit.
That is
Love it.
nightmare.
Oh
Love it.
shit, there's fucking
Nice.
demons all over the place.
Love it. Dance with
And
the demons, bro.
yep, so then I was just like, all right,
It's all
well,
the same, man.
I'm dancing here. They're not noticing me. I think if I just keep dancing, they'll think I'm one of them.
Yep. That's
And so I
exactly
was
what it
just,
is.
I faced my fears that day, dude. The lights were all red and shit. Like I was in hell for like fucking 10 seconds, bro.
All right, so I got two stories. Two stories. First one about doing DMT about 7 times last summer and meeting God.
Oh
right?
God.
Right, and I watched the world melt away and everything become one. And I have my bit is I've met God so many times he's kind of annoyed with me.
Oh,
you
Yeah,
again?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
What are you doing up here? I'd be like, well, I just want to come say hi. And he's like, I'm working here. It's like I can't bother your dad at work. Right now, look.
Sitting on the couch.
Second story. Here we go. I woke up driving.
That
Here we
is
go.
horrifying.
Here we go.
No
Here we go.
bueno.
I
That is
woke up
horrifying.
driving. Earlier in the day, we dropped tabs of acid around 9 p.m. And I guess
Earlier in the day, 9 p.m.
Sure.
Okay.
Earlier in the day, 9 p.m. And I woke up driving on Hollywood Boulevard.
Good Lord.
I had
Oh
this-
my
I
God!
had
How
this-
you didn't get pulled over?
No,
I had
you were in the
is a
passenger
miracle.
seat. God was like, I got you, Brinan.
There's
yeah.
nobody else in the car. Yeah. So I'm driving with this little bad Filipino lesbian chick.
Nice.
Nice.
And we're about to go pick up weed. I guess we left Cabo Cantina, and I downed like a Long Island iced tea jug to
Oh.
the face.
That'll do it.
God
Right,
damn.
it was like $30, and I drank the whole thing.
Mhm.
And so I blacked out. But then we pick up the weed, we go back, we pick up everybody else, and we drive to this nightclub party on Melrose and Heliotrope. It's now a refurbished theater, but it used to be a secret nightclub. And on the back door, it had like a lotus flower design that was like burn imprinted
Of
in the
course.
bottom.
Of course they
and you
did.
fucking knock
Chasing
and
the
you knock-
lotus.
and you knock on the door, and it pops open, and the person sticks their head out like the Wizard of Oz, and they're like, "You want to come to party? What's the password?" You said the password, whatever the fuck it was.
2 frogs on a
Yeah.
bench.
And so we walk in. It's completely dark. There's a dark tunnel, and it snakes around the entire periphery until it pops out on the other side, and you go in the round. It is completely overwhelming. It was Halloween weekend. I should have prefaced this. And there's just costumes and everything. And so on acid, completely blacked out. I'm in there, and there's like vampires and, like you said, demons everywhere. And we go and sit up on the couch, and I'm with a couple of people, and these 2 smoking hot chicks start making out next to me. And then one of them turns, grabs my head, and starts making out with me.
Nice.
I'm making out with her, and then she turns and makes out with her friend. Her friend comes, we make out, and then this Italian dude, ripped as shit, comes up, and she talks to him, and she's like, "Hey, do you like?" And then he looks at me, I look at him, he looks at her and goes, "No." And then they just get up and leave. And then the guy next to me hands me a pipe. I'm like, "What's this?" Which is strategic.
Mhm.
Right? I'm like-
Yes,
I'm
yes.
like-
You
I'm
always ask.
I'm like, "What's
At
this?"
the very least,
Yeah.
you fucking ask.
I-
Okay.
I was like, "What's this?"
Death.
He goes, "Meth." And I go, "No." I just put that
Do you
down.
like? No.
No.
Ah!
And so then as soon as he puts the pipe down,
Pulls out another pipe.
no, he
There's a gap.
disappears. He gets yanked out of frame by a security guard. Just
Oh, because
yanked,
like
Wow.
anything but meth.
Yeah.
gone. And so he leaves. We have to go and find the fucking car. We end up at some abandoned house
It's
off
actually, sorry, that's harder than you think in Los Angeles, finding your car after.
Yeah,
it is
facts.
so
It's
hard.
a lot harder
It
than
is
you
so hard.
A lot of 98 Camrys, bro.
think. Yeah.
So we find the fucking car. We drive to this one of these properties off of Crenshaw and Wilshire.
Oof.
And the guy who got dragged out from
Nice
meth-
neighborhood.
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
he got dragged out. He was like a real estate employee or whatever, realtor, and it's one of his properties, but he's living in it.
Holy
right?
shit! I was just about to laugh and be like, I sold him this place.
Now,
I have the keys.
now I'm tripping face. This place used to be a hospice.
What?
Yeah, so I'm walking down the
So
hallway.
there's ghosts and everything.
So I'm seeing the spirits of dead people throughout all these rooms.
Bunch of
Yeah.
Filipinos too.
Right.
Yeah.
So, fucking here we
What
go.
is it with Filipinos and
They're
hospice?
working at hospice? I don't know,
There's
dude. I
all
don't know.
of them are chit chat now. there's a light at the end of the hallway, right? And I go and I'm using the bathroom, and then the door slowly creeps open, and it's a guy sitting in the middle of a floor. There's maybe one folding chair. There's garbage just stacked up in a corner, and he's watching South Park on a laptop.
Stop it.
This
And
is
then-
fucking
so I
hilarious.
can't see him, and he just turns around and goes like this.
Oh
to
my
me.
God.
And I fucking
And he asked you for tree fitty.
right now. I fucking start sprinting.
Yeah.
I start
Yeah.
sprinting up to the top landing of the
Now
the
this
roof
is
of the-
real. You didn't hallucinate.
No, this is all real.
Okay.
I actually have the pictures in my Google Photos to prove it. And so I get up to the
It's
roof.
documented.
The rest of the group is there. We're all chilling, and I'm like, "Yo, there's a fucking real live ghost downstairs. There's a fucking ghost." And the guy who was here is like, "Oh no, that's just Ted."
Ted
I'm like,
Bundy.
"Who the
He
fuck?
really likes South
who
Park.
who the fuck is Ted?" Ted comes upstairs, and I'm like, "He's not real. Ted is not real. It's not a real person."
You're like that chick on the airplane?
Yeah.
That motherfucker is not real.
And fucking he ends up being like the really nicest guy. Having a great time. And he just didn't think he was a real person for like the first half of it.
Ted gave me ice cream.
Yep. So on my come down, I go back home after the whole party, and then I get a call.
What
and
time of
it's-
day is this?
This
roughly?
is about 6 a.m.
Oh God. Okay.
And I get a call from a friend, and she's like, "Hey, we're going to the hot springs in about an hour. Do you want to roll?" You just got to pack a swimsuit, pack some hiking shoes. I'm like, "Fuck yeah!" And so,
What is
and-
up with
an
the
hour-
post-rave trip?
Yeah, an hour after the rave trip, I end up going to like the desert hot springs and just fucking the best come down I've ever had.
Yeah, of
just
course.
soaking in pools and just enjoying myself, and that's my story.
You must have been completely dehydrated and just when you get to the hot spring, you just must have just lamped out like completely.
Oh,
like
so fun.
oh.
So good.
So that must, I don't know, bro. That's like the most drug shit ever. When people are like, because when you're drinking, people
Yeah.
are like, "Oh, dude, let's go for a fucking hike tomorrow," and it never happens.
Never.
No.
Never.
But
never.
when you're on the drugs,
It's, everything
somehow
it happens.
you're in fucking Palm Springs 4 hours later. I don't get it, dude.
You're like Hulk Hogan, like the arms going down.
Yeah.
And they're like, USA. Yeah. He comes back up.
Yeah, dude. I rallied, man, and I fucking had a great time, dude.
Hiking and booze does not mix at all.
Dude, like
it's just like no.
Yeah, you get fucking tired, bro.
The
Yeah.
post-rave trip to somewhere that you like have on a normal day have no business being there.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how, like, who's in charge of making that happen, but it always fucking does.
It's literally God's will at this point. If you were gonna do it, it's gonna be God.
right?
But yeah, back to the rave. Now I want to ask you guys because you guys touched on it. So I was thinking of a joke when I was in raving. Oh no, I wasn't in. I was always, like I said, the plus one. It wasn't my scene. I was just like visiting. I was a visitor.
They gave you a badge.
Yeah.
Good for one rave day.
Yeah, exactly. But like music in that, like, do you guys know who Moby is?
Yeah, come
Okay.
on, man.
He's a genius, though.
But he was considered like
He can get stunned by Obi.
in what's the guy? Fat Boy
The
Slim.
Eminem lyric.
Yeah.
Fat Boy Slim,
Genius.
Moby. Though, damn, there was Stabbing Westward. I cannot save myself. Something like that.
I'm drawing a blank.
Oh my God. Okay.
The more things change, the
Yeah,
more
but-
they stay the same, baby.
Garbage was huge. The band Garbage. So anyway, what I'm alluding to is what was the music? What was like the set? Was it like
What are you talking-
Diplo
What are
or
you talking about?
the music? Like who's the DJ? Who's spinning? Who's on the?
Oh, it's just usually
Ones and twos.
It's usually amateur DJs now. It's not even like sometimes they bring in people from like Europe and Mexico, and like sometimes they have like a really wide selection. Chicago DJs, Detroit DJs. They have a pretty wide plethora of people that come through.
I feel like nowadays-
Skrillex's a DJ. Like
Yeah, dude. So when the DJs you're mentioning now, that's like, I don't know what to call it, but that was like in the 2010s.
Yeah.
Like the
Oh.
big DJ
Like
was
Ultra Festival.
was a thing, bro.
Oh, okay.
And raves got like commercialized.
So I'm way behind.
No, yeah, but
Yeah,
like
well, I
kind of, not really.
I mean, they have festivals. Festivals are a
There you
thing.
go.
Festivals and rave culture kind of go hand in hand, right? Like festivals, 3 days. weekends like Coachella and Lightning in a Bottle and Bonnaroo and I remember Camp Bisco was a good one. Shout out to upstate New York. There's a few spots.
I remember Camp Low.
Camp Low.
Hey, this is it. What?
Yeah.
I impress people sometimes. They're like, how does this guy know this stuff? Yeah. But anyway, sorry.
It was the 90s. It was before the internet. Everybody had access.
Burnt CDs.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so festivals, raves, I mean, even in rave culture now, there's probably about 8 or 9 that operate every weekend.
Damn.
And you could check it on Dice FM or Resident Advisor. They have like, Eventbrite shit. There's raves all the time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, there's some that are just like,
It's
meet us
still
in
going-
this fucking park at
But-
fucking...
You have to
2
find
a.m.
the best ones are when they give you an address and then you have to listen for where the actual location
I
is.
was wondering about that.
Yeah.
Is that like a real thing? You get like a text message or something?
Yep.
Or-
I have them right here. I can get them to you.
So when I was doing the desert thing,
yeah.
you had to like navigate, bro. Like you had to like know how to do maps and shit.
Yeah.
It would be like it would take you to an address, and then from
be
the
prepared,
address,
get ready to get
yeah,
lost,
be prepared. So look, the way we did it was it would give you an address, and you would pull up to that address, and then there would be a marker.
Yeah.
And it's like, so when you start at this marker, go 5 miles this way,
Yeah.
then make a left, then go another 5
It's like
miles.
The family circus comic strip. You're like, where
When
the
you meet
fuck
the
am I?
one-eyed man,
Yeah.
tell him
Yeah,
to,
dude, straight up, bro.
Give him 3 beans. He'll
Yeah.
point you the way. And
Right,
you're
right.
like, what?
Something like
Do a happy
kidnap.
jig.
Yeah. Turn around 3 times, clap your hands,
Yeah.
put your finger on your nose, and then you're there. And you're like, yeah.
Point to Orion.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was like the only like halfway there, you're like, oh my god,
I
are
like
we
to touch on
fucking
the
lost?
part. Yeah.
Are we fucking lost? And then you just finally hear like,
Oh, off in the distance.
boom. You're like, okay, we made it. We're
Imagine
we're
that.
on our way in, dude.
That anticipation.
Oh my god! And then you just took the shrooms.
Oh.
Yesterday was summer solstice, by the way.
Was it really?
It was
okay.
the longest day of the year.
Okay, yeah, that's right.
And
Felt like it too.
yeah, I did. I didn't get any sleep last night.
is the longest.
Yeah. So, I was watching this. I feel that raves. Let's talk about this. Raves kind of tap into like our primal urges to just be together, right?
Mm.
Loud music. If you think about raves, it's kind of like a fundamental tribal aspect of humanity,
Okay.
where we need to be gathered and to hear music and to be seen. It's every community gathering kind of wrapped up. It's still humanity is the same. More things change. More things.
Hey,
It's the same-
since ancient times,
Ancient
baby.
Ancient times, the Bacchanalian Caligulan orgy of just sex, oozing sex and movement and music. It's very interesting,
And
especially
4 on the floor.
especially since it's such low frequency. You kind of
Mm.
tap into that kind of primal urge.
It all comes from the ass,
yeah. It's
the root chakra.
No,
root chakra.
Brennan's made a great point. Like it's humanity. It's humanity.
Mhm.
You know, we've had these primal instincts.
It's a fundamental part of existence.
Exactly. Wow.
Yep. And I feel, here's a bit. I'm just going to throw away a bit. I feel that raves are going to be like the new retirement homes for like millennials. You know what I mean? Like, can you imagine like visiting your grandma in like some like quaint little New England, like Martha's Vineyard?
And
it's just, like,
Diplo's performing.
yeah, and it's just like bing bong.
People pulling up on boats.
Exactly. Your grandma's like snorting ketamine, doing a wheelie, you know?
On one of those, on a rascal,
Yeah.
snorting off the top of the rascal.
Rascal, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Which, look, that's not too far off from what retirement homes are now.
Literally, honestly,
You know what I
it's just
mean?
missing a soundtrack.
Yeah.
Like, really.
It's a little Frank Sinatra and a lot of old people having sex.
Frank Sinatra house mixes would be insane.
Crazy. I'm sure there's already a guy
We gotta
working
do
on
that.
it.
We gotta YouTube that.
We did it.
Put that for the
My-
outro.
my-
Yeah.
Fly me.
Grandma riding dirty on the rascal.
That's a really
is
cool
hilarious.
idea. Yeah, no. I swear to God. No,
Grandma
woke up driving her rascal.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what I want.
facts.
That's what I want. Where am I? Who am I? Yeah. Fuck
What?
yeah.
But he'll be on
Leaving Cabo Cantina, dude.
Yeah, dude.
With a lesbian.
The blacked out grandma.
Yeah. I used to go to Studio 54. This This is nothing.
Yeah.
That's where my
Facts.
parents partied. I actually, okay, we can talk about this too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I have like a whole history with just like partying in general. Both my parents are partiers.
I was born at a rave.
Well, they were 70s.
I was
probably.
conceived in Studio 54.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, they would have been like in their 20s in the 70s, right?
They're the late 20s. Late
Okay.
20s, early 30s. My dad was on Broadway and my mother worked at a bank in New York City.
Damn. Okay.
And they met. Well, they met in Vegas when they were on the same show, but they lived in New York. I was born in West 89, Central Park West.
Okay.
And basically, my dad in show business would get hooked up with all these like nightclub things, and I didn't really know until like after he passed away. Like I actually met one of his drug dealers, which was pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah, I actually stayed at his apartment.
That's
I
quite
went
a
one of my
fucking-
dad's drug dealers and stayed at his apartment. Shout out Bruce Greenfield.
Yeah.
Greenville.
Shout out to
Yeah.
the statute of limitations, bro.
Yeah, bro. Shit, you can't get me now. He's dead.
Damn.
No, I'm just kidding. My dad passed away 2015. All right. R.I.P.
R.I.P.
But everything, like, it was, one of the good story. My mom got hit on by Mark Hamill.
Oh,
Hilarious.
shout out Luke Skywalker.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, Luke Skywalker thought he could get with my mom. Didn't know my dad was black as Darth Vader.
Oh, damn.
Yep. Got curved. Yep.
Yeah, well, that's crazy.
Yep.
That's a Hollywood story, a New York story right there.
And you'll be surprised too, like the racism that happened back in the day. Like there was a white guy.
I wouldn't be surprised.
So there was a white guy, and he like pulled my mother aside, and he was like, "What are you doing with that nigger over there?" And my dad heard him, right? And so my dad punched this guy in the face like super hard in the middle of the club.
Good.
Right? And I know what you're thinking. Wow, he's really noble and everything. Turns out it was just cocaine. You know,
Oh.
It was just
Hey, two things can be true, though.
Two
You know what I mean?
yeah,
Two things can
noble,
be true.
noble things. But yeah,
Good one, Lou.
Mhm.
Good one.
yeah.
But yeah, like the 70s and the 80s, their partying blew ours. Like it was just more publicized.
Sure.
But in the 70s and 80s, you'd be surprised whose friend's dad was drunk. Like we talked about this. Like you'd be surprised who was messed up. What substitute teacher you had was just like
With a
high as
fucking
hell.
hangover.
Yeah.
Even today, bro, like, I know some teachers. Hey, don't fucking let them know that we're in a garage, bro.
We're in the studio. We're in the studio.
But, like, I know some teachers that I'm just like, you have no business being
No.
a fucking teacher.
No.
You know what I mean?
We had a shop class teacher. He used to go.
Are
out-
you a teacher?
No. Shh.
he
But
used-
anyways,
I had a shop teacher.
it's always teachers.
It's
I don't know
always
what the
teachers.
fuck.
It's always teachers. The job's hard, man.
He was
Dealing with
drunk
fucking kids.
all the time. And one time he cut the like tip of his finger off in a bandsaw.
So crazy. You know what's so nuts too? I can't imagine. I've done so many podcasts. I'm so glad they don't get any views.
Yeah, right. Right, dude.
I hope your audience is
Dude,
a
we'll
little
be
more astute.
if this show ever takes off.
When
it'll,
it takes
it'll
off.
take off for like a month, and then we'll be canceled.
yeah,
Yeah.
And that's it. And it'll be the greatest month ever, bro. But then the month after that is just gonna fucking suck.
Then we're just giving an awkward interview on the news. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Everything went to shit.
Yeah, we didn't mean to say literally everything we said for the last year.
Where they do like an MTV like behind the podcast. And it's like, Lou, where did it go? Well, Kevin started doing ketamine again.
Yeah.
And,
Episode 35,
Yeah.
it all went fucking sideways.
It went
dude.
on the rails. you
Yeah,
know?
exactly.
he had some 53-year-old stalker that he started hanging out with. Yeah, we just lost him. He just went that way. But yeah, Brinan, you don't have to worry. We average about 100 views.
That's pretty sick, though.
Yeah.
Shout out to you guys who stuck around this long. Really appreciate you. Follow me on Instagram and all that other shit. I'll plug my stuff later.
Actually, no. Yeah, let's.
You wanna do it?
Yeah, let's
You can
wrap
wrap?
it up. Yeah,
Okay.
it's getting a little hot in here. The camera might.
Sounds good. Final thoughts, anybody, before we get out of here? I'm sorry.
Thank you,
I'm running-
Brinan, so
running
much.
Your show.
No, you're good, bro.
You brought back so much nostalgia. Reminded me of my teenage days, my early childhood. So thank you so much for being on the show. Lou, as always, my brother, partner in crime. Great show.
Plug yourself, my friend. Where can they find you?
You can follow me at Brinan Weeks, BRINANWEEKS, on most socials, and check out my special on YouTube, In Between Cigarettes, from Comedy Cube. Thank you guys so much for having me.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Of course, man. Of
Nice.
course.
Appreciate
And
it.
as always, if you like this show, you're listening on Apple, Spotify, whatever, make sure you also follow us on YouTube. We got the video there as
Like
well.
and subscribe, dicks.
Yeah, don't be a dick, dude. What do you call it? That's going to be at Age Gap Podcast. If you want to follow us on Instagram. That's agegap.pod. And as always, if you like the song that's playing right now,
Donnie Narco.
Narco made it.
Hell yeah.
Thanks a lot,
everybody.
guys. Peace.